Don't you love it when things are both easier and more affordable? Like when the rain washes your car for you. Or like when you save up to 10% by bundling your renters and auto insurance with USAA. Bundle with USAA and start saving. Get a quote today.
There are people out there all across the country pushing boundaries to grow the game of golf. Like champion speed golfer Lauren Cupp, who plays faster than anyone else. And Will Lowry, whose work in the golf community inspires more kids to get into the game. As a champion partner of the Masters, Bank of America supports everyone determined to find out what's possible. In golf and in life. What would you like the power to do? Bank of America. Bank of America N.A. member FDIC, copyright 2025, Bank of America Corporation, all rights reserved.
It's time for basketball, and Uber Eats is dropping deals on game day favorites to keep you locked in on the action. Like when you're craving a buzzer beater, but also buffalo wings. Or when an upset makes you want to ugly cry into a pizza. And right now, Uber Eats has game day deals from Burger King, Buffalo Wild Wings, KFC, and hundreds more local favorites. So you can keep your eyes on the ball and your hands on a burger. Order now, only on Uber Eats. Product availability varies by region. See app for details.
This episode is brought to you by Indeed. When your computer breaks, you don't wait for it to magically start working again. You fix the problem. So why wait to hire the people your company desperately needs? Use Indeed's sponsored jobs to hire top talent fast. And even better, you only pay for results. There's no need to wait. Speed up your hiring with a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply.
Lowe's knows how to freshen up your yard, and it all starts with mulch. That's why we're introducing Mulch Week during SpringFest with can't-miss savings. Right now, get 5 bags of Stay Green Premium Color 2 cubic foot mulch for only $10. Plus, members earn 5 times the points on select mulch purchases all week long. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 4/9. Loyalty program subject to terms and conditions. Points are awarded on eligible purchases. Details at lowes.com/terms. Subject to change. Excludes Alaska and Hawaii.
Have to get out in front of it. That's been the theme this week, talking the Philadelphia Eagles. Getting out in front of it. Welcome to the Eagles Checkdown, the fastest under 10-minute Eagles podcast there is, covering news, notes, and opinions on your favorite football team, the Philadelphia Eagles, right here on the Eagles Pinpoll Podcast Network. I'm your host, Phil Stiefel, and you can find me also hosting Trending in the AM on the STT Sports Network, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. for 90 minutes of sports talk, taking your opinions on these topics and more. Guys, I got today's episode linked down below. Click it, subscribe. We're 17 subscribers from 500. I'd greatly appreciate it. And bring your thoughts and opinions. And as the league meetings wrapped up this week, one key phrase stuck out when Howie Roseman spoke, when Jeffrey Lurie spoke, when Nick Sirianni spoke. And everybody keeps using the phrase, getting out in front of it. And what does that mean? That means getting out in front of all the big contracts that Howie Roseman's going to have to give out this offseason, next offseason, the following, because he's been so dang good at drafting and bringing in young star players. The first thing that hasn't happened yet that we expect, and we've talked about it a lot this week, is Dallas Goedert and what's going to happen to him. And we've gone over the contract. And on Thursday, Trey McBride signed a 4-year, $76 million contract to stay in extension with the Arizona Cardinals, $43 million guaranteed. We've already seen big contracts go out to Juwan Johnson, 3 years, $71, and Evan Ingram, 2 years, $23. The fact that Howie Roseman always gets out in front of contract situations, always gets players signed early, extensions like Saquon Barkley done early, proves that with the contracts given out to tight ends, Dallas Goedert is not going to be back with the Philadelphia Eagles in 2025. I would be shocked if he is. The Eagles aren't going to give him 20 or 25. Evan Ingram probably got the cheapest big tight end contract, 2 years, 23 at $16 million guaranteed. It's just not going to happen. Howie Roseman gets out in front of deals, and that's why he's not scrambling for players. You look at the deal that the Raiders gave Geno Smith, a 2-year extension worth $75 million, up to $85 million with incentives, $66 million guaranteed. Just think about that. Geno Smith can make over $40 million a year over the next couple of years. Geno Smith's not a $40 million quarterback. But that's what he's getting because the Eagles aren't stuck in these situations. Other teams are. Other teams scramble and spend frivolously. Well, Howie Roseman's got a plan. Yes, Chauncey Gardner-Johnson had to get traded. It was the unfortunate aspect of it. And I don't think he's done trading, releasing, renegotiating star contracts this offseason. Obviously, the Dallas Goedert, we've talked about what he needs to do with Jordan Davis. But two other names that haven't been discussed at all this offseason, at least on this show, and from most people that I've heard, are Nakobe Dean, Nolan Smith, and Cam Jurgens. I've hinted at Cam Jurgens going to be getting an extension probably this offseason. And he's going to be a big part of the future of this team, so it will get done. Nakobe Dean. You can learn a lot about what the Eagles feel about Nakobe Dean if he gets extended this offseason. He'll be going into the last year of his contract. I know coming off of a very, very difficult injury to recover from. But if they think he's recovering, and they do like that pair of him and Zach Bond in the linebackers, they're going to get a cheaper extension, maybe only 2 years, done at some point this offseason. Nolan Smith, everyone wants to hype up the extension that Jalen Carter is going to get next offseason. That's going to be record-breaking. Well, Nolan Smith's trending in a certain direction. Nolan Smith is going to get paid. Howie Roseman doesn't let these things get to points like the Dallas Cowboys or the New York Giants or the Raiders or any of these teams. The 49ers last year having to give Brandon Ayuk a big contract, maybe more than he needed to. You know, the Bengals with their wide receiver situations. Howie Roseman, if he wants you to be a part of this team and the part of the future of this team, he gets the deal done early. And if he doesn't want you to be a part of the team, the free agent moves that are made tell you that story. Hence the Dallas Goedert situation. I just look at this Geno Smith deal, and I'm just shocked by it. Dallas Cowboys also made a move, trading with the New England Patriots for their rookie quarterback from last year, Joe Milton. He's 25 now. He was an older rookie, but they gave up a 5th-round pick and got Joe Milton and a 7th-rounder back. Cowboys fans might be pining for him to start over Dak Prescott. It's not going to happen. There were rumors that the Eagles were interested in Joe Milton to be a backup for them. I know we got Dorian Thompson-Robinson now, and we still have Tanner McKee. But there are some rumors starting to creep around that maybe Tanner McKee is still on the trade block, that the Eagles are still fielding calls, and there's teams interested in him. If this is going to be the offseason to trade a backup, this is the offseason. With this weak quarterback class in the NFL draft, teams are going to have to make decisions on the Darts of the world, the Sanders of the world, et cetera, whether they want to bank on those guys or not. And if not, Tanner McKee might be that option. I didn't think it was going to be a chance, but maybe there is. Two other little side notes. I want to touch on something that, for a half a second here, that came out. It's not getting enough hype. Howie Roseman talked about during the winter meetings how there's a zero tolerance policy for players that have committed acts of violence against women. And he said that we won't even scout them if that's the kind of, none of this, well, that happened 10 years ago and they learned from it. And I love that Howie Roseman's jumping out in front of that because that's obviously a very serious issue, especially with athletes and stuff like that. Well, in life in general, it shouldn't happen. But the fact that Howie Roseman's putting that out there, that's really great. Here's a question for you. And we're gonna wrap up for the week with this simple question. Hard Knocks. I don't even know what season of Hard Knocks we're into now. It feels like it's season like 400 now of Hard Knocks is coming this offseason. They've changed the rules of who can and cannot appear on Hard Knocks. Now, the only way you are eliminated from appearing on Hard Knocks is if you have a first-year coach, if you're part of the new in-season edition, or if you've been on it in the last 8 years. That's it. Do you want to see the Eagles on Hard Knocks? Do you want to see Jalen Hurts' personality on Hard Knocks? I think Nick Sirianni's personality would thrive on Hard Knocks. Same with Howie Roseman. Saquon Barkley would be entertaining. I would love to see more of Jalen Hurts' outside personality on Hard Knocks. I'm curious if it's something you'd want to see. Eagles on Hard Knocks. And if it would be a distraction or fun or maybe, who knows? I'm curious. So join Trending in the AM on Friday, this morning after 8 a.m. and let me know what you think about that. Guys, it's been a fantastic week. Eagles Checkdown. We'll be back next week with more Eagles talk. I got to start diving deep into the draft. We'll get into it soon. But the Eagles have completed a lot of top 30 visits, and I think that tells a story too. And we'll start diving into what that story is next week. Everybody have a fantastic weekend. Go Birds. The bubble's up.
This episode is brought to you by Walmart. New beauty is in bloom at Walmart, and it's all about springtime radiance. From Drybar, Tula Skincare, and hundreds more available online, Walmart has the premium brands you want and this season's on-trend products for flawless, glossy hair and hydrated skin. Big name beauty brands? Check. The things you love? Check. Find trending spring beauty and all you need to look and feel gorgeous at Walmart, on app and online.
I think I just won my taxes.
Yeah?
I just switched to H&R Block in about 1 minute. All I had to do was drag and drop last year's return into H&R Block, and bam, my information is automatically there.
So I don't have to go digging around for all my old papers to switch?
Nope.
Sounds like we just leveled up our tax game.
Switching to H&R Block is easy. Just drag and drop your last return. It's better with Block.
It's time to rewrite the vacation rules. With Royal Caribbean, your family can look forward to just about anything. Break the thrill barrier, roaring down the tallest water slide in North America. Jump into breathtaking jungles and jaw-dropping coves. Vibe off the charts on our private island Perfect Day at Coco Cay. And end the day knowing things are just getting started. Because this isn't just any vacation. This is all the vacations. Come seek the Royal Caribbean. Ships Registry, Bahamas.
Support comes from ServiceNow. We're for people doing the creative work they actually want to do. That's why this ad was written and read by a real person and not AI. You know what people don't want to do? Boring, busy work. Now with AI agents built into the ServiceNow platform, you can automate millions of repetitive tasks in every corner of your business, IT, HR, and more, so your people can focus on the work that they want to do. That's putting AI agents to work for people. It's your turn. Visit ServiceNow.com.
I get so many headaches every month.
It could be chronic migraine, 15 or more headache days a month, each lasting 4 hours or more.
Botox, onabotulinum toxin A, prevents headaches in adults with chronic migraine. It's not for those who have 14 or fewer headache days a month. Prescription Botox is injected by your doctor. Effects of Botox may spread hours to weeks after injection, causing serious symptoms. Alert your doctor right away, as difficulty swallowing, speaking, breathing, eye problems, or muscle weakness can be signs of a life-threatening condition. Patients with these conditions before injection are at highest risk. Side effects may include allergic reactions, neck and injection site pain, fatigue, and headache. Allergic reactions can include rash, welts, asthma symptoms, and dizziness. Don't receive Botox if there's a skin infection. Tell your doctor your medical history, muscle or nerve conditions, including ALS, Lou Gehrig's disease, myasthenia gravis, or Lambert-Eaton syndrome, and medications, including botulinum toxins, as these may increase the risk of serious side effects.
Why wait? Ask your doctor. Visit BotoxChronicMigraine.com or call 1-800-44-BOTOX to learn more.